highest rows on True TV, 76,000. I said this last time. Shout out to Mrs. Me Too.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Angel Reese is facing a harsh reality. Her spotlight is starting to dim as league viewership takes a nosedive. Once celebrated as one of the WNBA's rising stars, she's now under scrutiny, with fans and analysts questioning whether her presence has boosted the game or actually held it back. And when you look at the numbers, the story becomes even more shocking.
Americans are clearly not interested in watching pretend basketball. That's not my opinion, it's a fact.
When the Unrivaled league tipped off, expectations couldn't have been higher. Marketed as the bold new game changer in women's basketball, it launched with a wave of hype and anticipation. And at first, it seemed to deliver. Its opening games drew an impressive...
We've got to be completely honest here. It is a league first and foremost, and the most important thing is that the league long-term is going to be profitable, or at least it looks like it has the potential to be. Otherwise, once that TV deal is done in 3 years, it's over. And right now, this has not been the greatest look in the world for Unrivaled.
Fans were eager to see the league's brightest stars showcase their talent on this new stage, with Angel Reese billed as one of the marquee attractions. Early on, curiosity was high, but as the season wore on, a troubling trend emerged. Viewership began to plummet, and the decline was most noticeable in games where Reese took center stage. Now, with some matchups barely scraping past 100,000 viewers when she's on the court, tough questions are surfacing. Is Angel Reese failing to captivate audiences the way many expected? Has the hype surrounding her outpaced the reality of her impact on the
Journal, Unrivaled, averaging 204,000 viewers to date. Monday night, there were 2 more games broadcast on TNT. The first game was between the Vinyl and the Phantom. Interesting choice of words, Phantom. It perfectly describes their ratings. Their audience is a ghost. They literally cannot find people willing to watch.
Angel Reese entered the Unrivaled league with sky-high expectations. Many predicted she'd be the star who would outshine everyone else, driving ticket sales and viewership the same way Caitlin Clark does. But reality has painted a different picture. Reese hasn't had that same magnetic pull. She doesn't command audiences like Clark does. In fact, fans are now showing a clear preference for other rising names. Viewers are tuning in to watch Kate Martin instead, while Reese's games are struggling to draw attention. The buzz that once surrounded her is fading fast, leaving a growing question. Has the hype around Angel Reese been louder than her actual...
But Angel Reese does not belong in this league. Angel Reese, this league is a paycheck for Angel Reese.
But when Angel Reese steps on the court, the numbers tell a different story. Viewership drops sharply, suggesting her presence isn't the draw many assumed it would be. While other stars in the league hold steady or even boost ratings when they play, Reese's games consistently see a noticeable decline. There are plenty of possible explanations. Maybe fans expected a more dominant, polished version of her game. Maybe the heightened level of competition has exposed weaknesses that weren't as visible in college. Whatever the reason, the trend is hard to ignore. And for both Reese and the league itself, the drop-off is a troubling sign, especially when the WNBA and its partners are banking on star power to keep growing the audience.
Is that the Rose and Lunar Owls game had 89,000 people. There were less than 100,000 people watching this game. I mean, that is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like, this was a game where Angel Reese played. She is supposed to be the biggest draw in the league.
One of the lowest moments of Angel Reese's early run in the Unrivaled League came when she was benched in favor of Lexi Hull. Hull outperformed Reese in several areas, forcing the coaching staff to make a bold call, and suddenly, Reese was watching from the sidelines as Hull stepped into her role. When Reese did get minutes, things only went from bad to worse. She turned in her worst performance of the season, struggling to make any real impact. Her trademark dominance in the paint was neutralized, her defense was exposed, and she looked hesitant, out of rhythm, and at times completely lost. The lowlights piled up. At one point, Reese was beaten off the dribble multiple times, looking slow-footed and unable to recover defensively. Another viral moment came when she attempted a simple putback layup, only to hit the bottom of the rim. Clips of the play spread across social media, quickly becoming the
Like, Angel Reese played over Azare. Like, they started Angel Reese in the fourth over Azare, and look, Angel Reese had a horrific game. Like, a terrible, terrible, terrible game.
The drop in viewership when Angel Reese takes the floor raises a crucial question. Why aren't fans sticking around to watch her? One explanation lies in the gap between expectation and reality. Reese came into the league with a massive brand and a powerful social media following, leading many to assume she'd dominate just as she did in college. But the professional game is a different beast, and her struggles against elite competition have become clear. Fans who tuned in expecting that same college-level dominance may have left disappointed, shifting their attention to other players. Reese's strengths are undeniable. She's tough in the paint and an excellent rebounder. But in a league...
Unbelievable. Lexi Hull showing Angel Reese how it's done. It was an awful game for Angel Reese. Guys, she's getting worked.
Results in the Unrivaled League have been nothing short of humbling for Angel Reese. The sharp dip in viewership during her games, coupled with her on-court struggles, has become an undeniable wake-up call. Whether this is just a temporary slump or a deeper revelation of her limitations is still unclear, but the message is loud and clear. Past accolades and social media buzz aren't enough anymore. If Reese wants to reclaim her star power, she'll need to prove she's more than just a name. She has to become a true game changer on the court. The Unrivaled League was marketed as a fresh start for women's basketball, but for Reese, it's beginning to feel more like a reality check. The next few games will be critical. They could either mark the beginning of her resurgence, or confirm the growing sentiment that the league and its fans may be ready to move on without her.